Weather.
Here we are coming up on 10:19 p.m. and WVTM 13 live Doppler radar tracking a few spotty areas of mainly light to moderate rain, but some of these downpours are pretty hefty, like this one that's sitting right on top of downtown Tuscaloosa. A tremendous downpour on the west side of downtown that's tracking toward the north, right over the campus of the University of Alabama. And there you see the live sweep coming around. It's pouring on top of Bryant-Denny, right on top of the river, then headed up toward Indian Hills on Highway 43. We're going to have a lot more of those tonight. As you can see, this big batch of thunderstorms to our west is coming toward the state line fairly quickly. This part of the band of storms that's now northeast of Jackson, Mississippi and south of French Camp, that one has been the most active segment and at one point had tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warnings with it. Right now, it's fallen below those limits, but here's where we think it's going to end up. In about 1 a.m., these storms should be rolling right up onto Tuscaloosa. Fayette would be closer to 12:30. Meridian, Mississippi would be a little after midnight, so you take that from Meridian and bring it up into Sumter County about a half hour later. We're looking at about 12:30 to 12:45 for this getting into Livingston, and then probably just a bit after 1 o'clock for Bolaji, for Epps, and then out around Utah and Union as well. There is one severe thunderstorm warning well southwest of Jackson, tornado watch for the rest of eastern Mississippi, but the idea here is that those storms are basically in the spot where they should be the strongest at this moment, and as they move into Alabama later tonight and early tomorrow morning between now and 5 a.m., the most active weather over the western part of the state. Once they move from the yellow toward the green and then toward where you can just see straight down to the map, we see these things really running out of gas pretty quickly. So 4 to 8 a.m., I don't know that it's necessarily severe weather we have going on in Jefferson and Shelby and Chilton counties. So you don't have to stay up and watch this all night in Birmingham or Tuscaloosa or Cullman or Cleveland or Gadsden. Just know it's going to be loud. And these storms, when they come in, are going to bring some heavy rain with them. So things could get knocked around pretty significantly tomorrow morning. Garbage cans, things like that. 40 to 50 mile per hour winds as all this comes through. Now, one of the main reasons I don't expect major severe weather, there's just not enough fuel for this. If we're looking at how unstable the atmosphere is, we're barely registering on the scale here over West Alabama through early tomorrow morning. And then by 4 and 5 and 6 a.m., there's just hardly any fuel for this at all. So here's how it's going to work out for us. Here comes the band of storms, what the radar should look like around midnight to 1 a.m. These come on into the Birmingham metro area about the time of the morning rush. And then as they fall apart, there's still some heavy rain and some gusty winds, but I don't think we have to deal with severe weather early in the morning. It's just for a brief period between midnight and about 4 a.m. that we'll keep an eye on it. Dry after that. Good Friday looks fantastic. Easter Sunday's looking good, a high close to 80 degrees, and then we'll likely all be in the 80s by a week from today. You're watching WVTM 13 News.